At the dawn of time, single-celled creatures emerged from the primordial ooze to colonize the Earth. The fertile soil they found was beautiful, dangerous, and wild. However, it was also super lame because they didn't have the concept of numbers with which to rate things. Now, in the year of our spaghetti monster in the sky, 2025, two intrepid brothers have come forth to solve the world's problem. No longer will items go unrated. No longer will everyday objects escape the rule of numerical law. This is Review Everything.
Okay, we're back. Now we're ready. We're gonna jump right back in. So what do you got, Connor?
I think it's sweaty. All right, my next one is Frank the fucking Potato. This is a day one OG first pod. When we were keeping it right down the bowling lane. You know what I mean? We were doing things that you expected. The category was things I found in my house, and you had a potato that you
That's
planted.
actually incorrect. He's from episode 1 or episode 2. Things I found in my yard.
Okay, well, right down the bowling pin alley again. Episode 2, Frank the Potato. You stuck a potato in a barrel, and you gave him a name, which is fun. But we've come a long way since then. So tell me. No, I get to choose, right? Frank?
You do get to choose. I will tell you this. So Frank, it was touch and go where I thought he was going to die, but it is now, It has been 10 months with Frank, and he's almost ready for harvest, and he has been growing beautifully.
Do you know for sure that he's not rotten in that tub?
100%.
Oh, you checked him?
He wouldn't be growing this well. Like, you can see the flora around him is nice.
And his progeny.
Yeah, his progeny. We will eat his progeny like this weekend.
How does it work? How does he have babies?
I think he just like sort of spreads out and makes a bunch of little
and so are they all
off of his
attached?
tendrils, and then we're gonna dump them out, and then we're gonna deep fry them probably.
Do they have little Rudy umbilical cords, or
I think
are they
so?
separate?
Yeah.
Gross. Okay.
We're gonna find out. I've never harvested a potato plant before. This is my first time, but I know I get to tip the bucket over, and there's potatoes inside.
All right. I have a strong point of view, and this is one that I have used in my life before, and I really do believe it. And it comes to the ROI, that is return on investment, for those of you who do not know. Cool business acronyms like
Finance,
that.
bro terms. Let's go, baby. Mad money.
And so for gardening, I feel like the ROI from item to item, from vegetable to vegetable, fruit to whatever, very, very different. And I feel like potato is one of the dumbest things that you can garden. And there's other dumb things I have that you can garden as well. Peppers, incredible amount of effort, incredible amount of water, especially if you live in the Seattle area. You cannot get many of them. It is a waste of time. Go buy a 30-cent jalapeno. Go buy a 60-cent potato. And so for me, I like that he has a name. I like maybe that he's related to Frank from...
But it's so much easier.
Always Sunny.
You just plant it, and then it just grows. You don't have to do shit for a potato.
Bro, just get some potatoes in the grocery store. This is a D for me.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm using my last veto.
Okay.
What was his original rating? Frank the Potato was originally rated at a 7. Put Frank in the B tier, please.
Do I have a veto to a veto?
No, you don't. You're out.
No, I'm not. Oh, man. Frank sucks so bad, I don't even have an image for him. How's that?
I feel like potato is probably the easiest one to make, too.
I know. Okay. Let's get a placeholder potato while you go to the next one.
Okay, plane crash dreams. This is real simple. Just they suck. And it's dreams about dying in plane crashes. I think that we can safely put that in F tier. I don't have much on that. There's not much juice in that other than I think we both hate it.
Do you remember when I told you that on my last flight I had the plane crash dream while I was on a plane, and I woke up after dying on a plane to find myself on a plane?
Yeah, you did. And that's awful.
Sucked.
Like, there's nothing good about plane crash dreams. Like, not even the relief of waking up and finding out it's not real. It's not worth it.
No, I agree.
Yes, with this shitty PNG background too.
That's how bad. You said this, but he was a solid C.
He's a solid B tier. B tier.
Okay. Plane crash dreams. Yeah, they fucking blow.
They go F tier.
Let's get another plane related thing in F tier, which I think will be and it's in kind of a coffin.
Well, look at that, and it's was like on the texture on that.
I know, it was on a roll for a minute. I can't even get Are you? Some days, Ashton. It feels
I'm gonna
like
need you to rank this tier system after this and how much pain it caused you.
Why isn't? Okay, we're gonna do it. All right, my dude. I got one for you that you've brought up a number of times, and I think about I don't know how I feel about it. And it is you having dreams about celebrities that are of the mundane nature. So things generally don't happen. I believe you got a speeding ticket from Seth Rogen, and it wasn't fun at all. It
He
wasn't
towed my
like
car. Yeah, this
he
is from
towed your
episode
car.
3, things I found in my dreams. Did we tell
Yeah.
the Joel McHale story on air? I think I told you. Look, I'm going to tell it really quickly, and if we told it earlier, we'll cut it. But
I have lots of Joel McHale content, so
I had
I'm
a
ready.
mundane celebrity dream that I was with you and my wife at a comedy show, and it was a
Ugh.
comedy show for Joel McHale. And then he came out and he started doing a very specific bit. He's like, I hate it when guys get so stressed out and they run their hands through their hair and it just gets higher. And you can tell how stressed they are by how high their hair gets. And it was like an exact wig of my hair, which is what happens when I get stressed because I run my hands through my hair. And he just kept making specific bits about my hair. And you guys were laughing at me but wouldn't talk to me.
So sometimes I think I've been listening to a lot of the Lonely Islands podcast. I think I've brought it up on this podcast.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want a double podcast, and I think about how often they say something, and they'd be like, "Oh, that'd be a skit." Not even a good one, but that'd be a skit. And a lot of times, like in my day, I'm like, "Man, I think it'd be fun to think of skits," and I struggle with it. And I don't know why, because it's just dumb shit like you just said. But I think yours is a very good skit. It's not a fun dream.
No.
But it's the idea of that the skit is you watching Joe McHale make fun of a very specific situation that you're self-conscious about more like over and over. Like that in itself feels like it's a skit. I'm here for it. That guy, he disappointed me. And I don't know why, because I knew his hair was not good when he was younger. But I've had a couple people throughout my life tell me I look like him. Like I'm handsome, I'm tall. Like at points, I've been pretty jacked. I have great hair. And I was listening to a podcast. Oh, another fucking podcast. 3 podcast references. And he was very earnest about it. But he was like, yeah, man, he's like, I've gotten plugs 4 times. He's like, go look at my pictures when I was 30. He was like, it was rough. And he's like, technology is really good now. They don't even have to cut the strip at the back of your head like the guys who come back from Turkey. If you do it at like a modern place, it's just a little picker and it just goes and grabs hair from the back of your head and puts it on top.
Fuck, man.
All right.
Hair loss is wild.
So what do you think? Where do you want? It's mine.
Yeah, it's yours. You rank it.
I think it's fun. It feels like a solid C to me.
All right. Yep. I have no vetoes left, so it's a solid C. It's a solid C.
But you can tell
that
me
actually
otherwise.
matches up. We had it at a 7.1, which feels like a C.
How much do you enjoy? Like, do you enjoy having these?
Not
like,
really.
This one
I do
sounded
enjoy
like,
talking
no,
about them though, because they're pretty funny in hindsight.
Yeah. Solid C, 7. We have a lot of B's. We have a lot of C's too.
That makes sense. Center of the bell curve.
We're getting a distribution. Cool. All right.
All right. Next up, Tiki Culture. This is under consumables. Ooh. It's from episode 10, things that monetized me. And this was just about me wanting to buy really expensive drinks because they come in fun cups and taste good, and they have themed spaces around them. And then you gave a little bit of background about Tiki Culture, or we talked about Tiki Culture being appropriation and where that came from.
And some, yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to put Tiki Culture in D tier because...
What if you just... So one of the things that I've seen is that in like Seattle, the main tiki place I want to go with you, it's a speakeasy in the back of Roomba. It doesn't call itself a tiki bar for that reason. It calls itself a themed something or a Caribbean something.
This so the what Passage if we just or whatever?
Yeah, the Passage. They have a SpongeBob drink. Yeah, we talked about it. So if you take the word tiki out of it and the appropriation, and it's just about more of the theming, because that's your main jam.
Yeah,
like,
you're
does
right.
It go
I do
way
love
higher?
Fruity drinks, and I honestly I don't think the word tiki is bad either. Like it's not.
No, it's just the association with like soldiers coming back and kind of like making something that is special
old
to people.
Old white dudes in Bahama
goofy.
shorts, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. Let's bump it up. Let's bump Tiki Culture up to a C.
I'm here for it. I want to be more into tiki. I want more.
Look, for my birthday, let's go to the bowling alley in West Seattle, and then there's a tiki bar inside of it. That's supposed to be really good.
Okay. When's your birthday for the listeners?
December 15th. Everybody can go buy my book. That's the present I want.
We have almost enough information to take your... We said C?
Yep, C tier.
Cool.
Okay, moving on. What you got next?
I want to... I feel like I have a veto left.
You do? You sure? We'll give you one veto because I honestly don't remember.
Okay. I want to talk about... Because I don't fully remember. Now I do, but can you walk us through? No, I get to describe. So I'm talking about the Newport, Oregon Mariners Square Triple Attraction Pass.
Yeah.
This is a place in Newport, Oregon, from the name, and it is a cluster of attractions that came together, and I think there was a Ripley's, believe it or not, there was a Madame Tauntaun's Whack Museum,
Yeah.
and there was an underwater viewing building.
Yes, but it wasn't actually viewing underwater. It was a fish tank that was on a submersible that made it look like you were looking out at the ocean, called the Undersea Gardens, that has now been demolished.
And the triple pass got you access to all of these, because if you're there, you definitely want to go to all of them and not just one of them.
Yeah.
This was special for you. So I'm going to hands off. It was a 7.5. This can be, 7.5 is C or A, or C or B.
Yeah.
And so
I would
get to
put
call
it in B tier for me, but it's your call.
Well, if you had to choose between Enchanted Forest and the Triple Pass, Enchanted Forest is how many tiers higher than...
Enchanted Forest is... So the story behind Enchanted Forest, for me, like if we're going to go into it right now, the story behind Enchanted Forest is S tier. The actual park itself is B tier. The amount of views and likes and follows it got us content-wise is S tier. Like nothing has gotten us more followers than the one clip about Enchanted Forest. It's insane. It blew the fuck up, and it's still going. It's almost at like 150,000 views.
Let's do both of them at once, because I feel these are very close. And so, jing out, I'm going to say the way and the passion that you talked about the Enchanted Forest, it felt to me more instrumental in your life, and I really liked learning about it. And so I'm going to give that bad boy an A.
That's fair.
Which means I am going to... These are both my items, so they're both mine to choose. I'm going to give the Triple Pass a D. I know it was a 7.
Oh my god!
I'm guessing Scream at the Beach is going to split the diff, but that feels right to me in my heart based on the amount of
you
energy
got items that really mattered to me in your list. This random assortment is that. I mean, look, that's the podcast.
All right, dipshit. What do you got? You can do 2 if you want to group them.
Yeah. I'll do 2.
But they have to be related.
Look, hey, I could really fuck you over right now, but I'm not going to do it because I'm a nice guy, because I have role models. Is up next.
Hey, Ashton, I'm not doing this to fuck you over. We are being earnest. We are putting a stake in the ground.
You're right.
I'm not trying to put a stake in your heart, man.
Okay. All right. Fair. All right. It's from episode 15, Things That Are Surprising, which I think is our most recent episode at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Role models, category of special treasure. You kept saying don't purity test me, and that you're a guy's guy, and that you like a good raunchy comedy with the rest of the boys. Role models, I think we gave it a 7.1, but I do feel like it actually deserves to be in B tier based on what it means to you.
All right.
Because it helps you get through planes, which is that's pretty good.
And I do feel like it was pivotal for me in breaking out of the mindset that everything sucks and it's okay to just be shitty about things sucking and not to try to be happy or bring happiness to other people.
Yep.
I think that's kind of the big learning for me was Paul Rudd was a dick, and through essentially playing live action D&D, he realized life can be fun, which feels like the trajectory I'm on. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate you holding space for me and giving me a B on this thing.
We still need to rewatch it.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get horned up and watch this movie together.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to get me a portable DVD player so I can watch it on my next flight, which is on Monday, so you're running out of time. The other item I'll do is Conor Shitty TV, which is in the category of tech fuckery from episode 5, things that are insufferable. One of my favorite episodes.
LG TV. Fuck
I think
LG.
it's easily an F tier because of the amount of energy you put into this TV, how bad it is, the fact that it turns on and off without you knowing is very spooky. Like, easy F tier.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, and it gets an F tier icon to match. I think that's appropriate.
And specifically this LG TVs. And the model doesn't matter. Sorry, LG. Yeah, fucked up. Hey, Brad, the primary product manager for the UX and operating system, go fuck off, man. You're bad at your job.
I also remember you saying that you started your letter to LG with, Dear sir or madam, I don't trust you.
I don't trust you. I don't, man. I'm getting riled up. All right,
what's next on your list?
I like the energy. Let's try to find one in that vein. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about battle passes. No. Well, I'm going to do
I think I have battle passes, and
Do you want to team up on this? Because we have seasonal events in video games and battle passes.
Let's do a team up. Well, this is interesting because I felt very differently about these two items. I was positive on seasonal events in video games, which is from episode 14.
Not by the end.
Yeah,
by the end, you were pretty frustrated.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, so my argument for it was that it allows me to celebrate holidays without having to try, which makes me feel good, and it is generally pretty fun content despite it monetizing me.
I didn't have that as a takeaway.
It was rated at an 8.14, but the category was monetization, so I think it was very good at monetizing things. Episode 13, things that are seasonal, but battle passes.
Battle passes is
0.
the one you flipped on. Yeah, you got. We were as people who have work either directly in that industry or adjacent to it. I feel like we both appreciate battle passes in some ways for certain types of games and models, knowing that they're required. But where they are in live service games, where they are, I think we got really mad. I think we may have thrown things. I think the major thing for you is that you realized it fundamentally changed how you played in a way that you didn't think about before.
Yep, and it fucked
and it
up
made
the
you
video
feel
game
like a
ecosystem
fat little
entirely.
baby. Yeah, just suckling at the nip of that sweaty fuck Phil Spencer. And so I'm good. Let's Battle Pass is F. Are you ready? I'm getting mad about. I'm about
Battle
to talk about
Pass
Phil
is
Spencer
easy
again.
F tier for that one
Okay.
for sure.
Seasonality, I'm higher on.
Video game seasonality, I don't think it deserves. I would put it in B tier based on what we have in B tier, especially since World of Warcraft is there, and I think that they feel pretty intertwined to me. My favorite seasonal video game event was in World of Warcraft.
Right. Which one was it again?
It was the Trick or Treat.
The ticket?
Yeah, put it in B tier, not A tier. Yeah, it was where you would go around collecting Trick or Treat bags with loot in them and stuff. It also, Festival of the Lost in Destiny 2 was really good.
I like wearing pumpkin outfits. That's where we're at. It seems pretty seasonal, I think.
Yeah, and
Man,
it's fun.
I
in
really
the
want to
finals
cut
right now.
Christmas out, but yeah.
I do like that in the finals. I have my 2024 Halloween participation T-shirt, and I can wear that now. So battle passes, though, definitely there they are.
There they are. F.
F tier. F tier.
Do they deserve? Are they a necessary evil? Okay.
Nope. I think they ruined the industry, and
I don't disagree with you, man.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with you.
we should get them the fuck out of here.
All right, we just did a twofer. You go.
Okay, my mid to late 20s. So I realized as I talked about this was from episode 15, Things That Surprised Me. I talked a lot of shit about my mid to late 20s, but I also had a lot of great things happen in my mid to late 20s. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like the pandemic happened and that was rad. I really, really liked that. A lot of people died. I thought we did a good job on population control there. But no, I got married. I bought my first house. I had an amazing dog.
God, we get it. You're young. Hold on a second.
It was a really good time.
You were in your early 30s when you got married, man.
Sorry, I got engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I got engaged in my late 20s, and I met my wife in my late 20s, and I got So it was really a mixed bag. So I don't want to put it in F tier. I do think it deserves D tier because it was mostly me hitting a huge fucking wall that society didn't prepare me for. That sucked.
A very privileged wall. I've thought a lot about this, and the incels came to your rescue on YouTube comments, which also makes me feel like you are walking it back a little and softening it based on
there was only
some
one
of that
incel.
activity.
There was one incel.
Wait,
on YouTube.
did you see that? Somewhat like there was a earnest discussion within it.
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, two other people were like, I don't know, man. And then the guy was like, yeah, I don't know. I think that was the first time I saw an actual discussion on YouTube comments. That kind of blew my mind.
I think that we facilitated
change.
Really good. I was about to respond to him, and I'll be honest, I thought about dunking on him at first, and then that comment popped up, and I was like, holy shit, this person is like actually engaging with an incel and trying to soften their ideology a bit, and I really appreciated it. So thank you, YouTube commenter. You rule. But yeah, my mid to late 20s D tier.
We blue pilled someone by accident.
Yep. That's battle passes. Keep that shit in F tier. Mid to late 20s. I don't know if we have an icon for it.
We do.
Oh, there it is. D tier. D tier for D's nuts.
Wow. Okay.
My mid to late 20s was nothing like Workaholics told me it would be.
Are we ready for a big one?
Yeah.
All right. I'm bringing to the table Hot Ones. Hot Ones was brought by my friend Ashton here. Hot Ones has played a instrumental role in his life. He is a Sean Evans stan. He's a Sean Evans super fan. In fact, in preparation for the video today, the YouTube algorithm fed me the DJ Khaled episode, which I believe was episode 10, where DJ Khaled stops at wing 3 and then tries to tell Sean Evans that he's hurting people and that's not cool, and that he may have quit, but he didn't quit. And that makes me like Hot Ones more. I've watched a little bit more Sean Evans content. I still think it's overrated. I like the format, but I know it's important to you. And I know now, because I shared a new type of food eating show with you from YouTube, and I didn't realize how earnest you were about eating food while watching someone on the internet eat food.
Yeah.
And so I know you're out of vetoes. I want to give Hot Ones an A.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Like the parasocial eating experience, I also didn't realize how important that was to me. But yeah. I have started watching. You sent me, I think it's Beard Meets Food.
Beard Meets Food.
Yeah. I've been watching Beard Meets Food on my lunch break consistently, which is bad because I watch him eat a lot of food and it makes me think I can eat a lot of food and then I end up feeling sick. I watched Hot Ones on my lunch break today because it had Adam.
Which one?
It was Adam DeMamp from Workaholics. Or Adam Devine.
Like an old one.
Yeah, it had Adam Devine from Workaholics, and they did it live because it's the show's 10-year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
They've been doing Hot Ones for fucking 10 years, and Sean Evans' colon is intact. That's amazing.
He's got, he says he doesn't eat wings outside of work anymore.
Oh, of course not. How could you? People with no situational awareness from episode 5, things that are insufferable, you gave it a 1.5. I think that is great. I did put in notes that it is also people with no situational awareness are great food in a snowstorm that you can eat them. And I think that is important, but I still think it goes in F tier.
That's right. You had to create you had to create a small society in the vehicle because you can't eat them all at once practically.
Yeah. And you have to
as well as like
who you're going to eat.
Yeah. Okay.
F
Trying to
tier.
find a PNG of grandparents walking in a grocery store.
Yeah. While you do that, I will say I started running in the morning because I have to do it before work now that I have a puppy. And when I run in the morning, I am running at the same time that kids are going to school now. And the situational awareness of parents with multiple kids on the fucking sidewalk. I'm stepping out into...
They've given up.
Because there is a line of 5 kids that is blocking the entire sidewalk. And then the parents look at me, they're like, what are you doing running right now, pervert? I'm like, it's 7 a.m. I have to go to work. I'm sorry you had kids.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Do you give a pass to parents? The answer is no, you don't, because you made decisions and now you are not taking care of those decisions. It's like you started a thread on a message board and you didn't cultivate it. I'm talking about 2002 Transformers message boards. They would rip you a new one, all right? You can't have 4 fucking children and then make society, and especially the width of the sidewalks, someone else's problem, okay?
It feels like it's a hangover from when we were in tribes, where at that point, yeah, you could because we still needed to expand. But now we don't have to expand, and it is a choice. Like having kids wasn't always a choice. It used to be we needed to expand. Now we don't. Now we actually like kind of need the opposite.
Capitalism does need more kids, and we need more poor people. We need more poor, uneducated people to have kids to do jobs that the elites don't want. I'll be dead, so I don't care. But there are those like Elon Musk who are like, you should have 8 kids. I think that's wild. Just the physical toll on the female human body, insane.
Yeah, notice that it's a man saying it too. Like,
I know, insane. Yeah. That's how aware and woke I am. All right, bro.
What's next? Hit me with it.
We gave it an F, right? We did both types of meditation.
No,
correct?
We didn't. We haven't done my type of meditation yet. We did forced meditation.
Okay, so now we're going to do Ashton types of meditation. So you guys just listen to this. You all, you gals, you guys, you non-binary pals. I meditate by accident, and I found that out, and that's through doing certain types of activity. Ashton is a bit more healthy and purposeful about it and is able to channel his brain chemistry to do it in a more normal way, and it's changed his life. I don't want to fight someone on that. That feels like a strong A to me.
Nice. Yeah, that's from episode 11, Things That Bring Me Calm. And it still does bring me calm, and I need to get back to my practice.
I did too. I need to do just a couple different things.
I know, I'm excited to learn to draw icons like this. I like how smooth all the lines are and things. I'm going to get really good at this. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
All right, meditation.
And somehow it will be faster than using ChatGPT.
Yeah, it will for now.
For now.
Okay, This is an easy F tier. We have LinkedIn. It's also from
fuck.
things that are insufferable. Fuck LinkedIn. Terrible memes.
On 3, 1, 2, 3. Fucked LinkedIn. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck
1, 2.
LinkedIn.
Fuck LinkedIn. And Phil Spencer. I know you're not the CEO of that particular property at Microsoft, but fuck you too. Actually, the LinkedIn people, when I talked to them back in the day, at least the level that I did, they were pretty cool. I don't know how they wake up in the morning and get jacked.
I think they just have a chill existence because their product is at this point really unopposed. There is no other LinkedIn.
It makes money. Yeah, it's just so gross.
Yeah, so fuck LinkedIn, F tier.
Dumb shit. Okay. All right. I got...
Do we have an icon for LinkedIn?
We do. Nice job, ChatGPT.
Hey, that's appropriate, just fucking...
It didn't want to take branding. Okay, mine is... Oh, this is very specific. Off-brand protein cereal.
Yep.
This was... What episode was this? Things we regret?
What?
Things we have eaten?
This was episode 6, which was things we found on the internet.
Okay. That's right. So
yeah, it could have easily slotted into our things we regretted eating episode.
Yeah, so this is the equivalent of this is Magic Spoon. This specific day, I had at Costco, I had purchased a knockoff Magic Spoon after not having Magic Spoon for 5 or 6 years and forgetting about what it did to my stomach, and was quickly reminded why these high-protein, low-calorie cereals work nutritionally, and that's because they put a bunch of stuff in it that you can't digest. And specifically, the stuff you can't digest, it ferments in your colon, and at least for me and a number of other people, you wake up in the morning with your colon being full of fermented air, and it causes an explosion of sorts. And it feels awful before that and then after as well. So these things suck. That's a solid D for me. Like, they have a purpose.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give it an F, and especially if your tummy can handle it, but most people can't. So I don't know, just eat less calories and have some more protein.
Yeah, that seems fair to me. My next one, The Plans to My House, which is from episode 1, Things I Found in My House. They're very old. Okay, let's see if they deserve a re-ranking. 1 second.
No, they don't. I promise you right now they don't. Ashton, I promise you they don't. Ashton, I promise you they don't.
Okay, well, here we go. We're just going to check because last time this prop betrayed me. Let's see if it does it again.
I'm going to put your address on the pod.
No, it still looks like a blank fucking piece of paper, but it's not. Okay, yep. So, this is in the category of objects. I'm going to go ahead and say I did use them to help.
For what?
To help figure out where the foundation line ended and where the concrete began when we were punching a new internet hole, but I'm going to put them in D tier.
D tier.
Yeah, they were useful one time. They're kind of cool, but
yeah, and
they're not as good as like Pokemon Sleep. And
it's mostly a D because Ashton brought something that was pretty boring and visually didn't work either. So across both major parameters for a visual podcast, it kind of sucked.
It did kind of suck. And it was our first episode too. I think it turned a lot of people off. We lost a lot of listeners because of the fucking plans to my house.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
I got one for you. Let's do let's go back to those Ernest days. So episode 1 or 2.
Episode 2.
And may have been the same as the
Things I Found in My Yard.
In my yard. So you had Frank, and Frank was bathed in a spring sunny day in Seattle, which I'm thinking about it.
Now that we're going into the long dark, you missed that spring day in Seattle, don't you?
I do, but they are more random and they're a little bit more wet. I love a good solid 14-day stretch of 70-degree sun. I like summer in Seattle, the 3 weeks of it. And so I want to knock this one down a little. No, I don't. Fucking sun is awesome here. It's an A.
Yeah, the first sunny day in spring, that's just...
Yeah, you put on your jorts.
Love it. All right. That is S tier or A tier.
Do you think that's S?
I think it's A tier. I think A tier is fair. It's not a blooming onion. All right. Category of self-flagellation coming in at things I regret eating. Episode 13. Buffalo, or no, things that are saucy. Things that are saucy. Episode 13. Also something I regret eating. Buffalo Wild Wings. I re-experienced it after the episode.
You look like you had fun.
Which I still say I'm going to post that video in the interim since we've gone so long without an episode.
You posted some of it.
Yeah, some of it's on there. Fuck, man. I do, just talking about it, I want them again.
I'll order more. Dude, I'll order them right now for you if you want.
I have leftovers. Don't do that. Don't do it. I do want them. There's no part of me that doesn't want that. It sounds amazing, but I need to eat my
even
leftovers.
Even at the highest level?
Less likely at the highest level of heat.
Okay.
Less likely. But I do think I rated it harshly. I think I put it at almost a 5, and I think it deserves Buffalo Wild Wings, C tier.
I felt we got to a good place at D tier based on the ambiance, the quality of the food.
Yeah, but I think it's better than the things that we have in D tier, other than the Mariner Square Triple Attraction Pass, which I don't think, but it's definitely better than my mid to late 20s. Like, if I had the chance to experience that or Buffalo Wild Wings, I'd experience Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really? One of them has so many more learnings. Man,
yeah,
it seems very short-sighted.
I'll give 10 years of my life for Buffalo Wild. No, Buffalo Wild Wings, I think, is a C tier for me.
C, and then where did we end up putting Hot Ones as an A?
Hot Ones, yeah, you put it in A tier.
All right.
Buffalo Wild Wings is C tier. B-dubs. All right, what you got?
I am going to, there's another, we have lots of A-Town favorites.
You do.
I'm going to do one that I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
It was one of the things that was a unique kind of Ashton brainworm, and you bring that to the table is fun because I definitely get those, and I like to go a little bit deep on things. And it's when you brought to me a brief history of Niagara Falls barrel, when people put themselves in barrels and went over.
Such a good history.
I have thought many a time about the person who tried to weight the bottom of the barrel with an anvil, which would keep the barrel in a static position, but they didn't secure it, and it did a wibble wobble all the way. And when they opened the barrel up, it was red goo.
Yeah.
Something about that is very existential to me, and it pops into my head. And for that, I am thankful because it is new data, and I like that. And so I thought this one was fun. This is a solid B for me.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's from episode 6, Things We Found on the Internet. Still one of my favorite items that I've done, I think. I enjoy when I get to do a good presentation.
You do.
Yeah. All right. Niagara Falls barrels, B.
It was strange when you brought a PPT to a wedding. You're up. What's up?
James Gunn's Superman. Episode 15, Things That Surprise
I'm ready
Me.
Ready to fight you on this one again because it's a more recent ep. But go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it in B tier. I think Superman is B tier. It's a really good movie. I enjoy it. I want to rewatch it. It hit me at exactly the right way it needed to at the time I watched it. I think it's B tier.
Okay, so we have role models in B tier, and let's take not the quality of the movie into primary consideration, but I want to take into the lasting impact of the movie on us as individuals, as us as human beings. And to me, it feels like you just watched this thing. There's probably going to be another one or two. They have spin-offs. There's a dog. I don't know, man. Yeah, I get that it was a good movie to watch in a time that's kind of a bummer, but is this going to hold the test of time? That's all I want you to think about for a moment, and then you can lock it in. It's whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm locking it in at B tier.
You fucking idiot. Okay. I don't even know why I try. I don't even know why I fucking try with you.
Look at it. It's got a flying dog. It looks just like
you won't even tell me how the dog. We don't even know why the dog flies. All you've told me is that there's a joke at the end that maybe helps, but it doesn't. You don't actually know why the dog is super dog. Wait.
James Gunn's Superman, B tier.
Superman put peanut butter on his balls, and that's how the dog became super dog.
It's actually not his dog.
Road Trip. It's your dog. That's a raunchy movie that I do not think holds up, and I do think is problematic.
Oh yeah,
we talked about
Road
all
Trip
of them.
and Euro Trip. Probably don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Goozy. But what you got? What you got for me?
Yeah, this is from our first episode. I think Things We Found in Our House, and man, it was very specific, and I think we've up-leveled a little bit. But it was you bringing to the table the DVD case for Big Trouble in Little China. And when I say case, I don't mean like a case as in like here's some evidence or I'm going to try to make a case for something. It was the actual blue plastic case.
The unopened Blu-ray of Big Trouble in Little China. It is opened now. I have watched it since then.
So I'm still a little bit confused. We are in some way rating the movie, but we are taking into consideration the packaging. The unopened packaging?
Part of it was the message. So this is from episode 1, Things I Found in My House. This item is the entire reason I wanted to start this podcast because I thought it would be very funny to talk about it. It was the potential of it because I bought the movie thinking, I watched it once and I was like, this is my personality. This is going to be me. And then I never rewatched it, but I had it because I bought it on sale on Blu-ray in plastic, and it was the potential of it before I opened it and rewatched it.
And so I'm still not quite sure how or why we rated it at 7.5. I'm not pushing against it, but I'm a bit at a loss as to what we're actually ranking. So
It is a we are ranking
I
an
know,
unopened
Ashton,
copy of it.
But we also have 2 movies here.
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
those were the very specific movies. Well, they're not. They're experiences. Okay. This is a kind of a quasi experience, maybe opening.
It's not even the unboxing of it. It's the potential of it.
The potential of this movie that you saw once and you thought it was your personality, and then you purchased it later, and then it sat in your house until you came up with a reason to talk about it by creating a podcast with me. Yeah. That is the thing we're ranking.
Yeah, I think a C tier is fair.
I'm going to give it an S. I'm going to change it. Sorry.
S tier. S tier
is the impetus for this pod. I'm not saying this pod is good or bad. What I'm saying is that we come and do this occasionally, and I do enjoy the hell out of it and spending time with you and learning about you because I love you. But based on your re-explanation of what we are actually ranking, how could we not rank the thing that kicked off this content as S tier? Otherwise, what are we fucking doing? We don't even have this tier system if we don't have this thing. It blows up. It implodes.
That's true. So, like, for the stability of the physics around the tier list, it has to be S tier. That makes sense.
So I want to put into our ethos, or this is a structural item. This is tethering our soul a bit to the podcast, and maybe we'll have others that do that as well.
Yeah.
In fact, if I had to go through here, I could probably choose 4 or 5 things that feel structural to this podcast existing.
Bloomin' Onion,
that's a different app. Bloomin' Onion for sure.
Just an interesting thing I noticed. The items were split randomly. I took an average of the rating of the items I have, which is 4.3, and the average of your items, which is 7.7. So it gave you most of the good items, and it gave me all the shit ones.
Yeah, you chose the list, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so speaking of which, I have another F tier coming at you hot. It is my shitty robot vacuum.
Yeah.
Which the only benefit of that robot vacuum is that I can sometimes trick my parents with it because I put an Apple sticker on it, and I think it's funny when they ask me if I have an Apple vacuum. Yes, it does still run, and it does still vacuum. Fuck it, D tier. Put it in D tier. Put it in D tier.
I hate that there's an Apple sticker on it.
I think that's hilarious.
How much was it?
It's a really good joke.
Look how sad this little icon is too. D tier?
Yeah, D tier.
Okay. All right.
Woof, I have 1 item left. You have 2 left. Oh, you do have 4 left. Okay. All right, well, let's go.
Let's do let's do some Ashton specifics. I guess they're all Ashton specific. Let's talk about ABC Tales. This is a website that you post short stories on. I don't think this isn't your alpha or beta readers for your bigger books, right?
I do. I post my novels there too. So...
Oh shit. Okay. So this is an incredible tool that you have used to essentially make your books worth reading. Jury's still out. JK, go get all the books. Definitely the newer ones. But most importantly, it was an awakening for you on what it actually means to be a writer and to receive feedback and to not assume that you are amazing when you aren't, which is a wild thing, which goes back to why your 20s were so hard for you. But the idea that you would just be amazing at something the first time, and then all of a sudden people were telling you otherwise, but you were able to do something with that and turn into, that sounds amazing. That seems like A tier to me.
Yeah, that's things I found on the internet. I think A tier is fair. It would be S if it wasn't so much of an echo chamber in that it's mostly positive feedback now. And I know I'm a good writer. I'm not that good. Not everything I do is gold.
Oh, you're also missing, you're missing one. Do you want another shitty one? Hold on, let's do ABC Tales. So ABC Tales is an A. I'm pretty sure there's an icon for it. If you see it, I will grab something real quick, and I want you, you get a new fresh one.
Okay.
And that one is Cougar Attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this one came from our listener, Lauren. And Cougar Attacks, they're terrifying. They're just terrifying. They happen a lot less often than we think they do, but I still think that Cougar Attacks belong in F tier. I saw what happened to that lady that got attacked by a cougar, and it did not look fun.
So let me throw this out to you, partly because I'm looking up a PNG. What if we were to flip this and reverse it like Missy Elliott would, and we take it from the perspective of the cougar? My understanding is in the 2 attacks that we had here, they were juvenile cougars, of which there wasn't enough resources, and they were essentially forced to attack little old ladies. And so if we put our cougar hats on, and I think they're actually wear cougar hats, because if a cougar kills someone, they have to track it down and kill it and turn it into a hat. Yeah. And so we put those hats on and we think like a cougar now. Does it still feel that bad? Because I just hungry, daddy.
Yeah, I'm just hungry, daddy. So I tried to eat and then I got shot in the face.
I got a bike on me for multiple hours, daddy.
Yeah, it sounds bad. It sounds real bad.
But
and then
daddy,
you got shot.
I had my mouth wound over the whole time.
Yeah, but then you got shot in the face.
Is this working, Daddy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for me. Might play for the listeners at home. Definitely for me. Also, ABC Tales, get that out of F tier.
Sorry. This was A tier.
All right.
I don't know, man. I think I have a veto left. Hey, it's me, Veto. All right. A Survivor, the TV show, a favorite of yours, a ceremony or ritual, one that is done with your current family. And if I remember correctly, it was a unifying force during one of the many families you were a part of, being a child from a divorced household, many of them actually. And so you had 20 to 30 parents in life. So far.
Yep.
And this one helped you bond with one of those new ones, and it kind of brought folks together and created a fun, safe space. That seems really cool, and you still do it, and you do fantasy version of it, which is probably my favorite part.
You're half right. It did not bring me together as a family. I just remembered watching it as a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't want to go back to being a kid. And
No,
now
of
I
course
watch
not.
it
You
with
can't-
my current family.
Hey, Ashton, the good news is you can't.
Thank
We
fuck.
got a
I'm
one-way
so
path,
glad
man.
time travel doesn't exist.
One-way path. I don't 100% get it, but there's lots of things that I enjoy that you don't, and I'm cool with that. Like Survivor, to me, if I'm really pulling for Ashton, it's A tier, based on the stories
I would-
that you gave me.
Put it in C tier, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it's about on par with Buffalo Wild Wings. I enjoy consuming it, but it is junk food.
This one Superman movie, I'm mostly pissed off that Superman is so high after seeing it once so recently, and it is. Man,
I don't think
all right.
Survivor is a good use of my time. Rewatching Superman would be a good use of my time.
You know what? I am fucking frustrated that I listened to you and I retained all of that and I tried to internalize it to create a more complete picture of you. And you're like, C tier, this fucking sucks. I don't know now what to consume from you because
I do a lot of things that, look, it is fun. It's fun, but it's not going to make your life meaningfully better. It's just enjoyable. Superman, you might learn a thing or two.
And we still don't. We're pretty confident that Jeff guy is above board, right?
Yeah, except there was the time when he decided that it was a good idea to put everybody of different races on their own teams.
That's not just him. In fact, I would venture to get. Is he like the head producer as well?
Yeah, he is.
Or okay, that's on him.
Yeah. Survivor gets C tier.
C tier. God damn it! All right.
All
Do you
right.
have another one?
Yeah, the last one on my list is Ashton's 16-year-old hotshit Indian Challenge London edition. Life experiences. This is episode 9, which I believe is Things I Regret Eating. Yep. Yeah. Good life experience, delicious food, lots of pain. After that, I trained up to eat spicy food so that I could eat whatever Indian food I wanted, and now I can eat pretty spicy food. If Sean Evans asked me, how are you with spice? I would say, I'm pretty good, Sean. I'm not liking the look of the bomb beyond insanity over there, but I think I'll be pretty good up until that point. So I actually kind of want to put this a little higher. I think it deserves to be in the B tier. It's a good story, and I learned a good lesson from it.
Gut check. It's a good story in what way?
That it's funny to lambaste my 16-year-old self.
Yeah.
Like, I love making fun of past me for being a dumb shit.
Yeah, that's fair. The thing I enjoyed most about that story was the precursor, which you thought you were well traveled and just a dope adult after your white family took you to Africa and you
To
ate
the whitest part of Africa, too.
the whitest part of Africa and you ate something out of someone's trunk and you're like, London, spicy curry, Vindaloo, I got this.
Yep.
An A. Ooh, okay.
I said B. I said B tier.
Okay. Well, just with Superman. Man, I really hate that we have movies now. I almost kind of want to make a rule and get rid of all like specific media, but we could talk about that in the future.
Yeah.
Because I know role models would be gone too. All right. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. This is I'm going to say this one. Let's do ADHD delusions. ADHD delusions, if I remember correctly, your version of this is how you can easily get caught, especially when things are slow. Like, for example, you were at a play or a musical and you were waiting for it to start and you found yourself like in a 20-minute story driven about feeding meat to a celebrity and whether or not they would do it. Or maybe I talked about that.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
It was John Darnell, or it was the guy from one of the indie bands that you were waiting for a concert and you were like,
yeah,
I wonder if
I
he'd
went
be
to go
my
see
friend.
Matt Berenger, and I thought, I wonder if Matt Berenger would get a Seattle dog with me, but then I would have to explain that I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
And then he would, yeah.
One of the things I've realized through therapy, as far as like communication styles, is that I don't have a version of communication that isn't for the express purpose of you retaining what I say. And on the flip of that, I think that's why or how everyone else communicates. And so just so you know, I don't control that I retain the things that you say. There's a reason why my FIFO buffer is always full. It's because I got like 3 weeks of everything and then it's gone. So just think of that when you bring these things to the table. Okay.
I think this one is worthwhile. I'm glad it stuck with you. I think that means it's important. This is also the one where I thought that there was a grandma walking down the street and I thought it was a time traveling version of myself. Yeah. Coming to look back at the last moment before my life went to shit.
And those are kind of whimsical too. Honestly, like I have a version of this, but at least right now, they're usually more depressing and more real. But they are delusional and it'll go down multiple paths. Yeah, I'm happy with this. This feels kind of like a fun outlet for your neurospicy whatever you have.
Yeah.
What did we say for this?
It's you're rating it.
So I think it's a B. And we don't have enough space, so I wanted to put it in a C, but I'm going to ignore that because I think if we didn't have these outlets, we'd get all gummed up top, and it'd be worse. So
I agree. Okay,
right,
last
take
item.
Take us home.
Take us home. It's you.
Our last one is Scream at the Beach. I think this is another one that topped our TikTok. TikTok?
Yeah. Scream at the Beach did pretty well on TikTok. Hyper local content.
So Scream at the Beach, Vancouver, Washington,
Jansen Beach, Oregon, which is like next to Portland.
Which is also
next to Vancouver. Yeah.
It was a complex of Halloween of what do we call it? Haunted houses.
Yep. 3
big haunted houses all together. It was run by children.
No, run by adults, but acted by mostly children.
Run by young adults.
No, run by old adults.
Okay. Ashton was offered a job there on site when he was there with his dad and started that night, I think, or the next day?
That night.
So went there with his papa to do the haunted house that he loves. And they offered him a job and he was like, not a job. This was a volunteer. So it was a free thing you did, right? Yep. And he started that night, and that for like a 2 or 3 month period every year, he would do that every day, even as a young person who had other things they needed to do. All right. That seems like S tier to me. I'm ready for it. And just so you know, you will cut this out, but moving forward, it will sit in S tier forever because is what I think about and why it will always be at the top with a few select structural items that we have reviewed for this podcast. This is weight bearing for me, Ashton, and I have a veto left. And so this is S, and you can fuck off, you little perv.
Look, I mean, it is pretty structural to who I became as a human being. But it was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. And I went to a haunted house over the weekend, and it wasn't as good. And I'm still perpetually looking for something that is as good as Scream at the Beach was, and nothing compares. And everybody, so just for context, everybody on TikTok agreed that this was one of the highest quality haunted houses that they had ever been to. And everybody remembers it as just this insane thing where there would be lines that were hours long stretching into the parking lot. And like one year there was a full-size fucking pirate ship maze out front. That was like before you went in. Yeah, it was.
I think that's cool.
It was. I wish it still existed so that I could go back. Apparently the owners, they now run and I'll talk about this place on a later pod, but they run a haunted house at a place called Oaks Park in Portland, which is one of the oldest amusement parks in the United States. And they apparently run a haunted house there now that I really would like to go to. I think it's called Fright Town or something like that. But it's I want to go back and experience that, but it's in Portland, so that's hard.
Here's a post from r Ask Portland on Reddit 3 years ago. Does anyone know what happened to Scream at the Beach? Obviously not your mom. Answer, Jansen Beach got torn down, so they tried having it next to PIR in a muddy field in October with a carnival. It went bust in a huge way. I don't know what happened after that. I worked there in 2012, never heard from them again. And then someone responded, sad day. I worked there when I was in high school. Love the experience. But it does sound special. And so you invited me to one of the spooky ones in Seattle that I've seen. And it's in an old morgue or crematorium.
Yeah, the Georgetown morgue.
Have you been to that one?
Yeah.
How does it compare to
okay, it's not as good. And here's the thing about the Georgetown morgue. And I was thinking about going there tonight. That's really funny. It's only about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, and it's one haunted house. And it is the same theme every year.
It's a morgue. Yeah, what do you want the fucking theme to be?
It's themed about a mad scientist breaking into the sewers below the morgue and raising mutants and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Well, that's way sillier than I thought. I'd go to that.
Yeah, but it's also like really fucking claustrophobic. So there's a lot of like you have to duck down to go through small spaces. It's really intense, and the line stretches probably 5 city blocks every night minimum. So if you don't buy the VIP pass, which is $75, you are going to wait like 3 hours to get in. And with the VIP pass, I think we waited 30 minutes last time we went. It was really fun. We both really enjoyed it, but it's not the same because Scream at the Beach was 4 houses with 4 distinct themes. And the closest we have in Seattle is Nightmare on 9, which has 2 houses that are both pretty themed. They're both good, but they're not as good as Scream at the Beach. So I think next October, I'm calling my shot now. I would like to make a pilgrimage down to Portland to go do Fright Town. Because
Which is the replacement. This is the same owners.
Same owners, allegedly, as Scream at the Beach. I think the owners had a tiff, maybe in Split. But this is one of the owners, at least, now runs Fright Town. And Oaks Park is a really cool... I'll talk about Oaks Park on a future episode, because it's a really interesting place that has a very strange dark ride that lives rent-free in my mind.
Well, we talked about this off pod, and for our super fans out there, have we come up with a name for them? So you know how Lady Gaga has the little monsters. The other thing, so whatever your names are, and we'll come up for that. Our little reviewers, our little everythings.
Ooh, I like that. Our little everythings.
This is the end of season 1.
Yeah.
With our big reboot. And I know Ashton had some words that he had prepared for this that kind of kick us off into the energy and into the vibe and the approach of season 2, which I will say is vastly different. And so you have, Ashton, 2 minutes. Camera here, camera here, camera here. Tell us what you have going on.
Okay. Season 2 of Review Everything. Shit's going to get fucking wild.
Yep.
We're going to have guests on. Some of them will be puppets. Some of them might not be. The puppets will definitely come back. Hans Berger is coming back. There's going to be...
Ashton, they don't like the puppets, dude.
They fucking love the puppets.
Talk about the other stuff.
Puppets. They're going to keep coming back.
I love the puppets.
The USB consortium's coming back, for sure, in a big way. We're going to have probably a lot less structure. Maybe we won't always bring 2 items each. We're going to go loosey-goosey. The other thing, we're going every other week so that we only do good content, so you can fucking deal with it. Because we've produced a lot of content for you guys.
Quick hand. So you just said it was going more loosey-goosey, but we're going to have more time to bring better content. And just how does that work out?
I think that the loosier and goosier we go, the better the content gets. So if I want to deep dive on Oaks Park and create a category just so that I can talk about that item, I probably fucking will.
Damn, that sounds cool. How can I listen to this?
You are listening to it right now. But hey, listen, everybody, if you're at this point, you are now probably 2 hours into this. The longest episode we have ever done. It took us 2 weeks to record.
No way.
With a week break in between as a refractory period.
No, you can't. It's only used for one thing. That's a JISM-based time unit. Stop using it for other things, my bud.
So thank you for listening to this 2-hour episode. Please like and subscribe. Go do some touch grass because this has been a long one, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
We will see you in 36 refractory periods. Those are Ashens.
Yeah.
Mine are longer.
36 is right.
All right.
All right. Love you. Goodbye.
Love you. Bye.